It is March 21st, 2018. I'm going live from South Florida, where it was in the 70s today, and that was cool. Was I on the beach, frolicking in the bath water warm Atlantic Ocean? Hell yeah. Was there girls on the beach? Hell yeah. Okay, South Florida, game changer. Game changer. Now, I know a lot of people hating on me. A lot of people from the Northeast, all right, freezing their ass off, eating their greasy soup, watching the same porn they've already watched 20 times. But let me tell you this. You got two options in life. Use what you see as motivation, or use what you see as jealousy. When I was just in New Jersey 2 weeks ago, and I was in a blizzard. I don't remember a lot of people saying, Sam, I want to trade places with you. I'm jealous of you. I don't remember that. No one remembers when you are working. No one remembers when you're sacrificing. No one remembers when you're going through the pain of change. What they remember, what they see is you as a butterfly. But no one remembers you as a caterpillar. And then when you're a butterfly, people hate on you a little bit. What? You have to go forward. You have to go forward. You should use me sitting under a palm tree with a couple girls that I don't show on camera. You should see me down here living a dream as inspiration. Don't allow it to make you jealous. Allow it to make you inspired. What the hell? Are you waiting for a pension? Are you waiting for your full pension credits? Are you waiting for your spouse that's never going to be in agreement? They're never going to be in agreement with you. Are you waiting for that? Are you waiting for your children that as soon as they find someone else in life, they're going to leave your ass and you're going to be in a nursing home? Are you waiting for them? Are you waiting for someone else to live your destiny? Let me tell you what happens when you wait for someone else. Let me tell you what happens when you wait for someone else. Nothing. Nothing happens, because your mother is never going to be ready for you to move. Your mother is never going to be ready for you to move to another state. Your spouse, who's lazy as hell, who all they want to do is sit in a house and watch the same TV shows and talk about the same, they're never going to change. Your children are never going to say, oh, I want to go to grandma's house. They're only going to come to your house when they need a babysitter because they need free daycare. Listen, your destiny depends on you kicking yourself in the ass saying, let's go now. Let's go now. Now, responsibly. I'm not saying disown your family, but what I'm trying to tell you is, responsibly and lovingly, you have to put an urgency under your ass, and you can't wait for anyone else. No one cares about your dream more than you. And when you wait for someone else, you know what happens? You resent them, they resent you, and no one goes forward. No one goes forward. You only go forward when you lead, when you take action, not when you wait for someone else. Waiting for someone else is the number one way how you don't accomplish your destiny. And usually what I found in life, people that claim they're waiting for something else, they're waiting for their children to be ready, they're waiting for their parents to be ready, they're waiting for this. You know what those people, they don't want to change. They don't want to feel the pain of change. Look, selling my house was painful. Changing my life was painful. All these different things. Being in a blizzard 2 weeks ago was painful. There's a lot of things to do things. I do things very responsibly. So please, but what I'm trying to tell you is, there's a lot of pain in change. And a lot of times you want to put that burden on the fact that you want to put that burden on you're not changing now because you're waiting for someone else to get on board. No one's going to get on board. It never happens. That's what I've learned in life. You could wait 2-3 years. Most people are going to be in the same spot today that they are. Most people are going to be in the same spot 2 years ago 2 years from now, the same spot they're in now. I'm getting a little flustered. I'm sorry. Let me try and tell you something. Look, what I found in life is most people don't change. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And if you wait on people to change so you can change, it's not going to happen. You're going to end up in the same spot 2 years from now. There'll be another nor'easter in March. You'll be eating greasy soup, watching the same porn clip, listening to the same people say, this is the last winter I'm here. Listen, I've seen it happen. I almost did it to myself. Then I start kicking myself in the ass saying, you know what? No one else is going to light a fire under my ass like I am. I can't wait for other people to get on board with my vision. I can't, because you know what? They don't have the same vision. You have to go forward in your life. And that requires accountability of you are responsible for taking the action, not waiting on someone else. You're responsible for the action. Very important. All right, that's my core message. I got that right out of the way the first 5 minutes. Why? Because that's what I felt like doing. Every night I go live on YouTube, sometimes around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it could be any time. Especially if I'm in Florida. If I'm in Florida, it's anytime. Why? Because I was in the ocean all day. You think I'm going to go live on YouTube? You think I'm going to get out of the ocean and go live quicker? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. All right, let me take off my sweatshirt. Let me tell you something. The ocean temperature down in Southeast Florida is phenomenal. It's like bath water. Now in Daytona Beach, it was a little cool. It was refreshing. It was nice. I was down all the way like by Miami. Bath water. 75 degrees. I was warmer in the ocean than it was sitting outside. Did I like that? Hell yeah, I like that. Was there girls in bikini in 70 degrees? Yeah, there was. Okay. And a lot of MILFs out there, a lot of MILFs who waited for the husband to die, and they died, and they got that inheritance. They're chilling on the beach. I'm trying to tell you, be careful, be careful. What I'm trying to tell you, I don't know. Now I'm getting a little wild. I'm very excited. All right, let me get to the live comments. AJ, hand wave. What's going on, AJ? Love and respect to you. Pat, hey, Sam. We love Sam. Well, I appreciate the love. I do. Thank you very much, Pat. Pat, I haven't been first in a long time. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, you guys are inspiring to me. And I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for that. I'm getting a nice cross breeze. I'm right by the ocean. Oh, it's amazing. Andy G. Hey, from New Jersey. Still snowing. Yeah, I talked to a couple people from New Jersey today. Some were a little mad at me. Some love me. And some were just, they said, oh, Sam, that's great. I'm glad you're having a good time. But I could tell, like, inside their soul, they hated me. I mean, what do you want from me? You want me to come? I was in New Jersey 2 weeks ago in a blizzard. Remember that video I did in a blizzard? I don't remember anyone. I don't remember anyone private messaging me saying, Sam, do you need something? Are you okay? It's too cool. You should come into a warm. I don't remember them saying that. I don't remember them saying that. So you think I care now? Like if people are upset that I'm in Florida? Fuck that. I'm not waiting for them. I'm not waiting for them because they don't care. No one cares about your destiny more than you. Don't wait on anyone. Be responsible. Don't just ditch people. But what I'm trying to tell you is you got to go forward. You got to go forward. You know, you either go forward or you're going to be hanging around with, your friends and they're going to be breaking their mom's furniture watching Comic View. Second Childhood. Remember that song from Nas? Be very careful. Andy, love and respect. Pat, Sam, you do you. Amen. And everybody who is not on your team can go jump in the lake. Yeah, amen. I made my mind up about that a long time ago. I want to share this with you. Very powerful. You have to get to a mindset of you are going forward with or without them. That's the mindset. Now, again, if you're going forward with or without them, period. And look, there's plenty of room in the boat. There's plenty of room in the boat to the promised land. But what I'm trying to tell you is most people will not choose to get in the boat. Why? The shackles of sameness. Most people are shackled with being the same. They don't want to change. They fear it. They can't get past the pain of it. Or whatever. I can't figure out everyone's life. I'm not responsible for that. Like I remember when that show, sometimes I quote it, like I'm a fix your life girl. No, you can't fix anyone's life. Your job is to fix your own life. Then you'll be an inspiration to someone else and then the seed carries on. The minute you try to fix someone else's life, you know what happens? You're in AA meetings for 10 years. You go to 20 different rehabs. That's what happens. Nothing. Crazy. No good. Be very careful. Seen that story. Not good. Pat. Good point. Thank you. Hot chick just saw me getting a little upset. That's okay. Shy's room. Hey, Sam. I am. Shy. What one is, let me tell you something. Shy did a great video today. Great video. I want you to go to her channel. I want you to subscribe. All right? I'd subscribe. Watch her video. Thumbs up. Give her a thumbs up. Give her a comment. Let me tell you why. First is, she started off with the video telling me how she was telling the people that was going to watch her video how thankful she was. And I watched the first couple minutes. I said, this person's going to be crazy. I ain't going to watch, okay? But the first minute, you know why I kept watching? She said she was thankful. And I know it's cold as hell in Chicago, so you got to have a good spirit to be thankful in Chicago. I understand. And I said that when I was in a blizzard in New Jersey 2 weeks ago. Remember I said I'm thankful? All right. When someone is thankful, it shifts the entire universe around them. It grants them a blessing. The thankful will always be blessed. The unthankful will always be cursed. Never forget it. The thankful will always be blessed. The unthankful will always be cursed. However you want to make that up, I'm just trying to tell you. So one is she set the foundation of she was thankful, a mindset. Next is she gave great self-expression and self-accountability. She was speaking on that she wanted to be free, but that she didn't put definition around that freedom. And that she needed to clearly define it with words and with writing down. You want to be free. You want to be free from what? You want to be free from rent? You want to be free from Mortgage? Do you want to be free from a relationship? Then why do you, after you free yourself, what's the purpose? Her purpose was because she wants to be an author. She wants to be a speaker. She wants to be able to use her creativity more. You have to clearly define what you want to do in life. Do you want to be a snowbird? Do you want to be full-time in Florida? Do you want to work remote? It doesn't just happen by you like keeping your mouth shut. You have to speak it out into the universe. You know how many times over the course of the past several years I've been telling people that? Where am I at now? I'm not 100% there, but I'm 50. I'm over the halfway mark. I mean, come on now. I'm over the halfway mark. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. People who know me in real life, I've been saying this for years. And each year, each month, each day, I've been taking steps to that. But it starts with clearly defining your vision and putting it out there. Putting it out there. Letting others, but more importantly, letting yourself hold yourself accountable. And she did a great job. Very impressed. Shy, good job. Better Video Tubes. Hey, what's going on? AKA Tom. What's going on, brother? Love and respect to you. AJ, how was your day? Did you work out today? I didn't work out today, brother. My day was great, though. What was I doing for my workout? I swam in the ocean. 70-degree Atlantic Ocean water. Barely anybody on the beach. It was amazing. It was, AJ, amazing, brother. Amazing. All I can tell you is Florida's for me. Okay? Greasy soup, salt on the roads, not for me. Not for me. Andy G, wow, just what I needed to hear. Amen, brother. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. I'm a traveling van. Greetings, everyone. Traveling van. Did you see that squirrel today? What did I see today? I didn't see any. Oh, I saw a couple squirrels, but what I noticed today, I saw a beautiful I forgot what type of bird. Not a pelican, but some type of bird. I tried to feed it, but it didn't want anything to do with me. LPJL. Hey, LJPL, what's going on, brother? Hello to you. Number 1 track record. What a joke. What's going on? Never wait for others. Let them try to keep up. It's not about... Thank you, brother. Good to see you. It's not about being in a competition with them, but it's about leading your life. When you wait for others, you don't lead your life. You want them to lead your life. I'll move when they're ready. That's not leading your life. Now, again, if you're married, if you have young kids, look, again, you got to put your own life in context. I can't speak to everybody's life, but what I'm trying to tell you is a mindset here, a way of living, is that if you're going to wait for someone else to take the action for your vision, for your dream, no one's going to take it. You have to lead your life. If you don't lead your life, you know what happens? The tail wags the dog. In 2 years from now, there'll be another nor'easter. You'll be sitting there in March, and you'll be in the same spot. I've been there, and eventually I got enough fired up. I said, fuck this. Fuck this. I mean, again, whatever your vision is, maybe you want to, whatever you want to do. This is what I want to do. This is definitely what I want to do. Definitely. I'm a traveling van. Hey, Shy, I just subscribed. Good. Show love and respect. And I'm a traveling van. I really enjoy your channel too, brother. Shy's Room. Thanks, Sam. And thanks to anyone who becomes a subscriber to my page. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Look, and it's free to subscribe. So, I mean, it's really not a lose for you guys. Like, support somebody, you know what I mean? As long as you're not talking crazy. I mean, just to subscribe and to inspire them and to encourage them and to watch, and I think there's something valuable there to be said. I mean, look, now I'll give you a pander. I know how to pander, believe me. But I'm serious. I think Shy's video is very insightful. I think Traveling Van's got a great, genuine spirit. So, like, I support these people on the real. Now, if you don't want to support them, don't support them. But it's free to subscribe. I mean, hit the damn red thing. Hit the red subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. I mean, come on. What the hell else are you going to do? You're paying $75 for cable. And what are you going to do? You're going to watch Trump again? You're going to watch the weather forecast? Oh, hi, snowstorm. Watch yourself. I mean, come on. It's all the same shit. And then what are you going to watch? You're going to watch The Notebook? You're going to watch The Hunger Games? You're paying $75 to be brainwashed by garbage. Hit the red free subscribe button to Shy's, and come on. I mean, come on. This is crazy. I'm going to call you 1989. 1989. Yo, what's up, Sammy? What's going on, brother? Love and respect to you. Shy's Room. Thanks, Traveling Van. There you go. My man, number 1 track record said, just got your own way. Be your own man or woman. That's right. Own your life. Respectfully, lovingly. Again, I'm preaching a little bit passionate here. But, people know me in real. I'm not talking about hurting anyone. I'm not talking about, leaving people for dead. But what I'm talking about is you have to live your life. And you have to lead it. You have to define it. And that is not based on waiting for someone else to do it. Because no one's going to do it other than you. It's your vision, it's your passion, it's your energy, it's your action, it's your self-accountability that makes the engine, that makes the ship go forward. Everything else is you just waiting. And that's not good. Not good. Time is of the essence, my friends. I'm a traveling man. Squirrel is looking for a mate. Oh, worst decision that squirrel ever made, but that's all right. He'll be back when his mission is accomplished. Yeah, and he'll have alimony checks to pay for it. No good. 1989. I'm so happy I found your channel today. Well, I'm happy to have you. Thank you. Laws of attraction happen right now. Amen. Until we hate each other. Like I always say, like, when's the honeymoon over? 3 weeks or 3 months. Then you get tired of hearing somebody say, you say, fuck that. But I hope we're here forever. But if we're not, look, it's all love. I appreciate the encouragement. Thank you very much. AJ, it will be a late Planet Fitness visit. It will be a late Planet Fitness visit for me tonight. Yeah, I'll be going tomorrow. Today I took a day off. Yesterday I was in this. I'll be going tomorrow. But banging out, brother. Banging out so you're healthy, but not enough where you start to get overcritical. Because we're never going to be in perfect shape. I've accepted that over the years. And even though, like I said, I got to the point where I was in great shape. And then, it's still a whole job to maintain that and to keep people happy. And to like make people want to sex you up. Look, the people that like you always gonna like you. You only work out for your health, but you don't work out to the point of extremism where, you're don't get seduced into going into Planet Fitness, looking in the mirror and obsessing over your insecurities for a half hour. Why? Because that's a half hour wasted out of your life. And the girls or the guys that are gonna like you, that extra little like imperfection that you have on your body ain't gonna matter to them. And the ones that don't like you, you could have the perfect body. They still ain't going to like you. Like I said, they'll be having sex with somebody in a beat-up Civic, and it's not going to work out good. Forward. Pat, no Trump. I'm just playing. Let's not get into politics. I mean, I'm over politics. I really have no passion to talk about politics. Nothing really going on. Same stuff. I'm not mad at that. I'm a traveling man. My videos suck. Don't say that. Whoa. I'm not going to hear that. Traveling man. Guys, traveling man and everyone. If there's one thing you've learned from me, watch how you talk about yourself. If you don't talk about yourself well, don't expect other people to. And you should expect other people to talk about you respectfully. Your videos, I mean, just look at some of my videos from the beginning. I mean, I got over like almost 700 videos now, but you look at mine, some of them from the video, I mean, they were, but look at some of Nomadic Fanatic and all these other people that got 100,000. I mean, look at Bob Wells. The guy talks about car insurance. You think that inspires me? Hell no. I mean, look, you got to start somewhere. And your videos, I'd rather watch you feed a squirrel than Bob Wells in the desert talk about car insurance. Or Nomadic Fanatic, showing his cat, having sex with that chick out in the desert. I don't want to see that. Come on. I'd rather see you feed your squirrel. Don't talk bad about yourself. Where was that? Now you got me all fired up. Yeah, you got talent, brother. Pat, he's an idiot. Well, Pat, I know you don't like Trump, but I got some people here that like Trump. I'm a neutral guy. Now, look, I speak my passion, but come on, they're all crazy. Don't watch any of that. Just go forward with your life. Hold on a sec, guys. Star Pack, you gotta remind me. Keep me hydrated, Star Pack. I gotta take a hydration break, guys. Oh, you want to see something? Let's take more than a hydration break. What's that? Can you see that? I don't know if you saw that, but that was Palm Tree Glory right there. Oh yeah. We're living a dream. This is crazy. Oh, no, here we go. Now we're talking about the news. Number one tracker. That's what CNN wants you to think. Oh, no, here we go. No, let's not talk about politics. Look, they're all shot. Let's not get into politics. Not tonight. Look, I'm in the land of palm trees. I don't want to talk about politics. But I love you both. There's a time to talk about politics. During the next election, I'll get involved again. But right now, come on. We got to go forward. I am perfectly shaped like a potato. Laugh out loud. I'm a traveler, man. You got to talk good about yourself, man. Chicks love the out-of-shape guy. Why? Because then they don't have to get in shape. As girls get older, they don't want the in-shape guy. They want the guy that's going to eat chocolate and cheese with them. Don't judge me. I want to go to the supermarket and flirt with the young hot guy, but I want to come home to the out of shape guy. Why? Because he can't put pressure on me, and he's got to keep his mouth shut and do what I want. I mean, that's a win for you, but I don't want that. Carm 83. Yo, Sam, Carmen in the house. That's what I'm talking about. We're singing up here in New Jersey. Well, praise the Lord. I'm like the Little Mermaid male version over here in Southeast Florida. Praise the Lord. AJ, nobody's giving up their nukes. Why would anybody give up that? I don't know. All I know is America is the only country that's ever nuked someone, so I don't know why we care so much. Linda, say Halim. I am late to all. Say hello. Hello to you. All Phillies in the house. IS Project, love and respect. That's what I'm talking about. Phillies in the house. Philly, did you get any snow, IS? I'm a traveling man. Says, hey, Linda. I ain't mad at that. Well, guys, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we got to go forward. We certainly can't wait on other people to go forward. That's the bottom line. If you wait on someone, you know, it's like being in Starbucks, waiting on, you know, somebody to pick out what gift card they want to buy. You want to do that? Not good. You don't want to wait somebody else either on your destiny, on your dream, on the thing that makes you tick. If you're Chi-Town and if you're Shy's room and you know whatever dream it is, you know, he's speaking, doing books, and if whatever you need to do to accomplish that, you think even your own child doesn't even care as much as you care about your dreams. Your own parent, you know, look, you think my mom is as inspired as me to come down to Florida? No, that's why she's still in Jersey. Does she want to? Yeah, but maybe not as much as me. What should I do? Should I wait forever? I mean, at some point you have to go. You have to do what you have to do. You have to lead the way. And then, you know, those who are meant to come along will eventually come along, and those who aren't won't. But, I mean, you know, you can stay just to keep someone company, but you're both going to be miserable. Is that the answer? Not for me. Maybe for you, not for me. The SI Project. Oh, 6 to 12 inches? Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Love and respect to Philly, man. Philly got 6 to 12 inches. I'm a traveling fan. The first step is usually hardest, yes. Shy's room also mentioned that in the video, which I know I've spoken on before. You know, Martin Luther King has the quote is, faith, courage, is taking the first step without seeing the entire staircase. You know, you have to take it one step at a time, one day at a time. You know, you will get overwhelmed and by all the steps if you try to figure everything out in one night. An overwhelmed mind will never complete their journey. An overwhelmed mind will never push forward to their destiny. Why? Because an overwhelmed mind is paralyzed. A focused mind is focused on one step at a time. You ever see an elderly person or somebody who's hurting physically? How do they get up the stairs? They can't look at all those stairs and they'll get vertigo. Vertigo means you lose balance and you fall. The only way they have a shot at making it is they got to focus. They got to take it one step at a time. Focused. You got to focus the mind at one step at a time. You can't look at the whole. You're not going to see the entire picture. 2 years ago, I saw where I needed to be, the direction, but all the different things that happened in between 2 years ago to now, I mean, there's so many different variables that happened. But you got to have the direction, you got to have the vision, then you got to take it one step at a time and adjust and adapt. But forward, very important. IS Project. In some parts, especially the burbs. Yep. I'm a travel man. They get easier after the first step. No, it does. I mean, why? Because action relieves anxiety. Action relieves anxiety. Idleness increases anxiety. The more you take action, the more you build your confidence. The more you build your confidence, the more you'll push forward. The less action you take, the more self-doubtful you become. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy either way. So a lot of what I talk in my videos, I mean, I'm passionate, I joke around, I have fun, do all those different things. But a lot of what I talk about is a mindset. It's a mindset. And it's a mindset on how you view life. Whatever your dream is, whatever your purpose is, and even if you don't know it, it's a mindset of forward. If you have a forward-going, focused mindset, you end up where you're meant to be, even if you don't know 100%. But a mind that's not like that, I mean, you know, you end up in a whole nother place, dark place, very dark. I've been there a little bit. I've been on the outskirts, not good. You got to go forward. You got to go forward. I'm a travel man. Oh, I read them, sorry. Sound John. Hey, everyone. After today's weather confirmed, never coming back. I'll lead the way. Laugh out loud. Yeah, you gotta lead the way, John. You think someone else, John, I love what John with my heart. John, you think someone else is sitting in their house right now thinking about, you know what, Sailing John really has a vision about being down in Florida. I really want to encourage him to do it. No. Most people are using this snowstorm as an excuse to eat snacks, self-indulge, and smell their own butt. They're giving themselves Dutch ovens in their house watching Netflix. It's disgusting. What I'm trying to tell you, John, no one's going to love your dream like you. I was when I was in Atlantic Ocean today, I thought about you. I did a GoPro camera on it, but the GoPro, maybe it got too wet because now it won't upload to my computer. But let me tell you something. When I saw that sailing boat out in the ocean, I'm back. Wandering Soul. Hey everyone, Wandering Soul. Love and respect to you. How are you doing? How's your journey going? I'm a traveling van. Hey Wandering. Carm 83. Snow, snow, snow. Beautiful snow. Did you write that? No, I shoveled it. Laugh out loud. Yeah. God bless you, Carm. Let me tell you something. People tell me that all the time, like, oh, it looks so beautiful, snow. That shit don't look beautiful to me. I want to throw up emoji. Somebody give me the throw up emoji for snow. Give me a snowflake emoji, then 2 throw up emojis. Because it doesn't look good to me. You know what looks good to me? You know what looks good to me? This is what looks good to me. Palm trees. I don't know if you can see it, but that's palm trees. That's not snow. Snow doesn't look good to me. I mean, I don't know. I got no desire to even look at snow, let alone shovel it or play with it or anything with it. Not good. Hey, traveling van, Wandering Soul says, Carm 83, Wandering Soul, welcome. Wandering Soul, hey, 83, Wandering Soul, acknowledge stream issue. Yeah, streaming issues happen. Sorry about that, but we're live here. This isn't a TV set. This is me living full-time in my Jeep Renegade, living my dream, being responsible, doing the right thing, staying positive, not hurting anyone. But I have to go forward. And that's how I feel. And I'm very thankful. Very thankful. Thankfulness will shift that mind. Shy's room. I love palm trees. Me and you on the same page on that. The first time I saw one was in the Bahamas. Well, I hear that. I've never been out of the country. I don't want to go out of the country, but palm tree is very inspiring. Carm 83. Yes, I'm having the same problem also. Yet sometimes, depending on where I'm parked, that you could have a little bit of streaming issues, but we go forward. This is part of the live session. Things are looking up, guys. I mean, cheers to you. Outside of that, I'm back. Oh, no, I'm back without the live comments. Look at that happens. All right, now I got to get the laptop out. We'll do a couple live comments. See, sometimes when you go live on YouTube...
Know how God uses you.
And then, this is weird. And then when you have to reboot your phone, sometimes the live comments don't come back on. But that's part of the improv of going live. That's part of what you have to deal with. But I'm thankful. It's still a blessing. All right, let me get my cell phone here. Waiting for others. Inspirational Nomads live. I'm looking at myself. Look, I'm looking at myself right now. It's crazy. Wandering Soul, my bedroom is packed. Wandering Soul, you going forward? That sale's going forward? That's what I'm talking about. Wandering Soul, busting my ass today. I have to approve that. Show. Busting my ass today. Oh, damn, I missed that one. I'm sorry. Wandering Soul says, busting my ass today. Sammy, I'm done with being stuck in my own head. Well, I understand that's not easy. Let go of my very best friend this weekend. Well, that's hard. I understand that. Sad, but feel free. Yeah, you have to let go. She was no longer for me. Most people won't be. Made a video, but can't share it yet. No, well, share it when you're ready. And even when you share it, you may want to take it back down. I mean, that's part of life. We go back and forth. But what I would tell you, Wandering Soul, most people that you start the journey with, you will not finish with. I hope Shy's room is still in the building. I hope she's still in the live chat. That's why also, in her video today, what she said is, this is very important, very important. She said she finally realizes at almost 50 years old that everyone in her journey won't be for her. Some people, I don't care how inspirational, how nice, or how nasty you are, some people just don't like you. Or they're not on the same page as you, or it could be a variety of different things. It doesn't have to be that they're your enemy. But there's certain parts of the journey that you have to walk alone, or that you have to walk without certain people. And it's not necessarily like this thing that you have to figure out. The only thing you have to figure out is you have to go forward. You can't wait for them to get on the same page as you. And if what I found is if you are going to wait for them to get on the same page as you, it's your fault. And it's an excuse that now you can use on why you don't have to go forward. Because a lot of people don't want to go forward because they know it requires change and pain. Growing pains, change is painful. So if now what can I do to avoid having to really change? I can blame that someone else is holding me back. I'm waiting on someone else to get an agreement with me to do this, to do that. If you're waiting for someone else's approval to live your life, you'll destroy your life. And it'll be your own fault, not theirs. It'll be your own fault, not theirs. Accountability is the first part of growth. Everything else is you going in circles. Not good. So I'm with you, Wandering Soul. You got to cut them loose in love. You don't have to, say anything hurtful about them. You don't have to post that video. You just got to go forward. But I appreciate you sharing. That's wisdom. My bedroom is packed. That's what I like to hear. On my traveling van, smiley face, cheers. Good, brother. AJ, I would love to visit Florida. And beautiful, you gave a great emoji there with an umbrella and laying on the beach emoji. AJ, they would love to see you down here, brother. A lot of in-shape people down here. Carm83. I'm good now to feed. Yeah, I tapped into some Wi-Fi. Hopefully, you guys staying with me on this. Shy's Room Retracted. Wandering Soul. Andy. Different people, different seasons. Well said, Andy. Well said, Andy. Different people will be in your life during different seasons of your life, but very few from the beginning to end. Some people can't understand that. Look, if you can't understand I need a lot of me time, it is what it is. I mean, I have to live my life. You have to live your life. Andy, well said, brother. Welcome, man. Andy had some good point there. Shy's Room. Did you post that video of you in the ocean with the right angles? I got it, Shy. I was a little upset. I had to let go of that anger. Because I got all the video on my GoPro. I got some of it uploaded to my editing software. It takes forever. And I tried to upload the rest today. And I'm sitting over in Starbucks before I went live. And the thing's not uploading to my thing. I got some great shots of me looking smooth. It may get wasted. And I wanted to put it together, make it like a little edited thing because I enjoy doing that. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe it's because, see, I'll show you. See, I have the GoPro 5 session. So I put this in the ocean with me because it can get wet. It's rated to get wet. So I don't know if it got too wet today that now it won't upload because I was going to finish making the video today. So hopefully it dries out because it uploaded yesterday, but I didn't get all the video up. So hopefully. Linda, say Haleen. That's right, Andy. Yeah, Linda knows what you're talking about. Wandering Soul. Oops. It was my Wi-Fi. I'm guessing you're talking about my comment. That's all right. Tyrone Biggs. Hey, man, lived in Vinland. I know where that's out. South Jersey. Love and respect to Vinland, New Jersey. South Jersey, right by Millville. I visited Millville before. And Camden. Know where that's at. Glad to have gotten out of New Jersey. Oh, worst place I've ever lived. Well, look, I got some opportunities there, and I'm thankful for New Jersey. I'm not going to talk bad about New Jersey, but for me, there's a whole nother world out there. Glad to have got, I hear you, brother. Were you nervous about moving to Florida? I'm not 100% complete. I'm about 50% there. I do have to go back to Jersey in a couple weeks to see if I'm going to get approved or selected as part of a remote staff that I could basically work remotely with occasional travel. That's my goal. I should find out by May. But every time I come down to Florida, I'd make more transitional changes. So I made some more this time. But that's going to be the final determining factor now. So I positioned myself for everything. So, I can't guarantee what's going to happen with this job, but I still kept my job. But the current position I have to be in the New Jersey area for basically 4 days out of the week. So on this remote job that I'm applying for internally with the same company I work for, I may have to be in that area in the beginning to set up some things, but eventually it would be remote. I would still have to work, and everything like that, but I could do it from anywhere. So then I would move to here, and that's what I'm down here working that part of what I need to do for my legal transfer of things. So I wasn't nervous. I mean, now I'm almost like officially out, but obviously it's pending some job things. Was I nervous? No, because why wasn't I nervous? Because the pain of staying became greater than the pain of change. And for some people, when I paint, I mean, after 37 years of dealing with that snow, which never set well with my spirit, other than when I was a little child, the pain just got too great. And I said, well, it took years, it took 2-3 years now to position myself where I'm at. And I'm still not 100% there, but I'm right about there now. I'm just about to, I'm at the final phase. I'm in phase 3. So, for me, there was no question. But I had to stop waiting for people. I had to stop waiting for my mom. I had to stop waiting for my friends. I just had to get to a place like, Sam, look, you're an adult now. You're a middle-aged adult. Half of your life is over. If you keep waiting for other people to tell you now's the time, you'll never go. You'll never go. So what I just started to do a few years ago, I said, look, I got to start defining my own life. I got to start living my own life. And I do things responsibly. I work hard to, I do the right thing. But I have to live my own life. And that's what I'm doing. Great comment. Good. Welcome, Tyrone. Yes, at Andy G. Linda, say Haleen. I tried to tell my man today, let go of the past, forward. Well, I hear that, but all I could tell you is the only person you can tell is yourself. Because no one else really understands that other than you. And don't try to fix anyone. That's my opinion. That's my experience. Is the only person you have to fix is yourself. And the only person you have to motivate to go forward is yourself. If other people get inspired and want to follow you, or they get inspired and then they want to set their own path, then praise the Lord. If they don't, I'm going forward with or without you. Because that's the mindset. Not to hurt anybody, not to leave anybody strangling behind, because if you want to come, there's plenty of room. But if you don't, then, God bless. What do you want me to do? Destroy my life to say, you could destroy your life, but that person's still going to be them. That unhealthy relationship that you're keeping, just to prove that you're a good person, they're still going to be the same person they are 2 years from now. That's what I realized with my relationship with my father. After 10, 12 years of trying to meet him halfway and trying to see things his way and just pacify him, 12 years later, he gets upset. He's the same person he was 12 years ago. Look, it is what it is. Maya Angelou said it best. When someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. And you got to go forward with your life, period. The comments are back on my phone. Praise the Lord. I don't know what happens. I'm a traveling van. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. That's right. And you shouldn't be leading a horse to water. You should just be drinking your own water. You should be drinking your own cup. When the cup overfloweth, that's when the blessing comes. When the cup is damn dry, that's when the anger comes. The blessing comes from the overflow cup. When you're living your life such an abundant way, such an inspirational way, overflow blessing for everybody. All the way out in New Jersey, you get my overflow blessing right now. If I stay in New Jersey with you, you ain't going to get anything. Why? Because I'm going to be bitter. I'm going to be bitter, resentful. I don't want that. I got to be happy. 1989. What would you do differently when you first started? Great question. I always love those great questions because I think that's good to try to learn from someone else's. What would I do differently when I first started? Let me give that a minute to think. What would I do differently? Nothing comes to mind. I mean, the number one thing I say, not that I don't make mistakes, but I based my whole process on what a lady told me, because I did my research before I started my process. There was an older lady who was getting ready to downsize in her life, and she said, Sam, one mistake I almost made, I came this close, is my initial step to downsizing my life, because that's how my journey started. It was not to live in my car. It was to sell my condo and buy a smaller one by the beach, and I was going to buy it in New Jersey. Would have been the biggest mistake I made. Here's what I would tell you. Never commit heavy to something that's only halfway to your destiny. If you want to get all the way down to Florida, don't buy a vacation home in South Carolina just because it's 8 hours closer. And so what she told me was, Sam, don't buy 2 properties before you sell one. Don't buy the second house until you sell the one. That's what I'm doing. Do things in order. Sell first. Downsizing means liquidating first, then acquiring. Thank God that I didn't buy that beach house on in the Jersey Shore, even though it would have been cheaper, and maybe eventually I would have sold my house, but I would have been under more stress. And you know what I would be right now? I would be in New Jersey in a $100,000 or whatever beach home. Yeah, it would have been more downsized, but I would have been in 8 feet of snow or a foot of snow, whatever the hell it is. I wouldn't have been where I wanted to be. I'm where I want right now. The only reason I was able to avoid that catastrophe was because I did things in order by the grace of God. And God closed some doors too, because I was a little bit, I wanted it. God closed some doors for me. Do things in order, sell first, acquire second, and you don't need to acquire much. You don't need to acquire what you think. And let me tell you something, I used to be very down on renting, but renting offers a level of flexibility. And, until you can find where you want to be long term, don't overcommit to some place. And don't buy something just because your family's in that area, because your family is already dealing with their own problems. And your family does not have the same vision you have. Even your mother, even your brother, even your sister, even your aunt, even your cousin. No one has your vision. You have to fulfill your vision, not their vision. Their vision may be to sit in the winter months, sit in that state, watch the Hallmark Channel, and eat greasy soup. That may be their vision for their life. Your vision may be to eat Florida oranges, swimming in a 70-degree ocean, looking at MILFs. I mean, you got totally different vision. Don't wait for anyone else. And don't settle halfway, and don't do things out of order. Don't overcommit. So that's kind of the process. But overall, that's a great question. Overall, that's my answer. I hope that helped a little bit. Linda, say Halim. That's right. Mean people stay that way. Oh, people don't change. Only you can change. Only you can change. Only you can change you. Only you can change you. That's it. I'm a travel man. Yep. Peter Jones, what's good, Sam? Hey, how you feeling, man? You overall feel very good, brother. I hope you had a good day. How was your day? Josh, that's my guy Josh, going to be here very soon. Look at those all caps, beautiful little palm trees over your shoulder. Brother, if that don't inspire you, I don't know what will. God bless you. Linda, say Halim. Jersey is not Florida. Not even close. Not even close. They got fake palm trees down to Jersey Shore, and they actually ship some in during the summer. Not even close. Now that I've been here, not even close. But I love everywhere. I love Jersey. Karma 83. Coming to this channel is a blessing. Thank you. And understanding that time is precious. Very precious. We're going to do a whole video on time windows. That was the second runner-up to tonight. Time windows. We may talk about that tomorrow. It's going to change your life. Time management and understanding the time windows in your life, one of the most important lessons you'll ever learn. Life is too short. And if you wait, time will pass. Oh, yeah, it will. By like a rocket ship. Oh, hell yeah. Don't wait. Just do it. Sending out the love. Yes, and do things in order and do things responsibly. Again, when I started my journey, I didn't just quit my job and say, fuck it, I'm going down and okay, I still have my job to try to do things in order. I've been patient. I still not 100% there. I'm applying myself. I'm trying to do the best thing I can. So, again, I'm not preaching irresponsibility, but I am preaching urgency. And I am preaching everything's not going to be perfect. But your passion has to be greater than the pain. So you have to figure out what you want, and then you have to go for it responsibly. Because guess what? You're not going to be happy until you go for it. You're not. You'll be sitting there, you wanted to go to Florida, but you settled for South Carolina. You know what's going to happen? You're not going to be happy. You wanted to go down to Florida, but you settled for the Jersey Shore. You know what's going to happen? You're not going to be happy. In my opinion, do what you want. Josh, laugh out loud. That's my guy right there talking about, look at the MILFs. Yeah, I mean, come on. We're all human. There was some nice ones out there tonight. And I got some on the GoPro. Hopefully I get that video uploaded tomorrow and get you guys entertained. You guys are going to need something to entertain you. With a foot of snow, you're watching the Hunger Games for the third time. And, you're watching, Trump talking about killing drug dealers. I mean, you need to at least see me on the beach with some MILFs. I mean, you need some type of inspiration. And I'm not mad at that. Peter Jones. I caught that MILF line, too. You got to have a little fun. I mean, come on. This world's crazy. Peter, good to hear. All's well here. Today, I put together my list for my transition. Yes, good job. Out of my apartment, good. Life in the nomadic car life, West Coast style. A lot of people on the West Coast live in nomadic life. I'm not mad at that. Linda, say Halim. 7 years just passed in a blink. Oh, Linda, let's read Linda's comment. Very powerful here, guys. 7 years just passed in a blink. Kept saying 7 years till 55. Now, it's here. And now, I know my new dream one day at a time. Guys, I know you have to see past some of my loudness, some of my playfulness, and you have to get very serious now. What I am telling you is the dead honest truth. Read Linda's comment. Every time I talk about urgency and how time is short in this earth, and how I don't preach doing it and taking action. I say that because that's the mindset. That's the way you have to go after it. um, I've seen many people not have that mindset, not have that drive, and I see where they end up. And I almost ended up like that. Um, and even as recently as a few weeks ago, I was sitting on my day off, and I mean, you guys saw I did a video when I was in the blizzard. I had to work. I did the right thing. And then when I had a couple days off after that, I was sitting around, and my mom didn't want to go out. I offered to pick her up and to take her out, and different. Everyone else wanted to do what they wanted to do, and I don't want to force anyone to do what they don't want to do. So here I am. I'm stuck in the freezing cold. Everyone else wants to do what they want to do, and I said, why the hell am I here? This is not where I want to be. I'm here just like to try to keep people happy. Everyone else is going to do them anyway. I got to do me. Very good lesson there. I hope you guys got that one. Josh, sorry I came on late tonight. That's all right, brother. You got to live your life. I appreciate you coming in and all. Are you down there for some interviews this week? Going back to your life in New Jersey soon? Well, no, I am trying to get an internal transfer with my existing company. I've been with my existing company for just about a decade. Again, I don't know. I will find out by May if I basically was selected or get approved or however you want to say it into this other department. There's no guarantee. I've applied myself over the course of 10 years. I believe I've earned a shot. I believe I've tried to do right by the company. The company's been a blessing to me. I've been a blessing to them. I think it's been a two-way street. So, and I've worked with great people, and there's been great upper management. So I believe I have a good shot at it. So if I get the opportunity, I'm going to take it. And then I'll find out. I will still have to spend a few months up there because I'll have to set up some things. But my goal at this point is I won't spend another winter in New Jersey. Now, once in a while, if I had to travel up there for like some type of thing once in a while, I mean, certainly that's on the table. But my goal is I won't live in New Jersey another winter. God willing. Can I guarantee the future? No, but that's my focus. But like I said, I'm going to do things responsibly. I'm not going to just up and quit. I haven't done that because I do believe you need an income. Could I get a job down here even if that didn't work out? Yeah, I could. I mean, but you don't want to just say that without having one secure. I mean, I don't want to visit that route because I want to stay with my company. That's my goal. But we'll see. I have to take it one step at a time. So right now I'm doing everything I need to do to transfer all my things where I need to transfer them here. And then if I do get the opportunity to have that position, then I'll be a virtual employee, and I'll have to travel from time to time to different places, mainly on the East Coast. And but my home base will be here, and that's what I want. And that's what I applied. That's the action I took towards. So right now I'm going to be in Florida until April. And then April I'll go back. Which is like, whatever, a week and a half away. So it's not like it's long. And then I'll find out by May where I stand. And then I'll update you guys. But, so that's the journey. That's where I'm at. D'Angela, thank you for the inspiration. Thank you, Angela. You're my Tampa Bay lover. I mean, in my mind, I got to have some type of relationship. The years have just passed so quickly. It's so true. My apartment lease will be up in October. And I'm contemplating a major move. I haven't been too happy with my current situation. Well, I'm certainly not going to always tell you. Thank you for the comment, Angela. I'm certainly not going to tell you you're always going to be happy in life. We all know life can be, bad, but you have to seize the moment and make your life as happy as possible. Right now, I'm as happy as possible. But I'm also honest with you guys. I'm also happy too because I know I have an income. So if you just, do things recklessly, you're not going to be happy because you're just going to get an instant gratification. You have to do things in somewhat of order. So to me, if I knew my lease was going to expire in October, again, I'm in like phase 3. This is like 3 years of downsizing. This is over a decade of me self-improving my life, because over 7 years ago is when I started my health journey and I lost 200 pounds. Like I said, if I didn't lose the weight, I wouldn't be living in a car. So again, everything in order. The first thing you need to do to change your life is get your health in order as best you can. So again, now I started this channel in July, and I started my downsizing 3 years ago. I started my life changing decade ago. So take that in context on how I've evolved. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you know that you're not happy, that's a sign that you need to change. The next is, if your lease is up in October, then you have enough time to start to do things responsibly, like I always preach, and to plan things out with a general direction. You may not know 100% what you want to do. That's okay. What you need to focus on is, what's the next step? I often say, like, if you know, like, you don't want to renew your lease, or if you don't want to live in the same house anymore, then your first step is to liquidate. Your first step is to, throw out stuff, to not renew the lease. And then what's the next step? And next step is, okay, where else can I get an income? Do I want to move to a different town, to a different state? How can I support myself? What type of job can I get? Now would be the time for you to apply to different jobs, because that gives you, it takes on average 4 to 6 months for you to get a new job. Most people. That in all my job experiences, from the time I applied to the time I actually started a job, it takes about 4 to 6 months. And that's what I've experienced, and most people experience in life. So now's the time to start that. If you wanted to move to a different town, or a different thing, or a different job, those are all things to consider. But D'Angelo, I'm a supporter of you. Love and respect. I'm a traveling man. Thumbs up emoji. I appreciate that. We're living that dream. Sailing John, tell me about it. Everyone in my life passed, praise the Lord. And I'm 63 now. John, I want you guys to read John's comments. See, I'm not just telling you this. These are people sharing their life testimony. I'm going to read John's comment from the top. I pray that you listen to this. Sailing John, tell me about it. Everyone in my life passed. I'm now 63. Live with urgency. Palm tree emoji. If you're not selected, Sam, move forward. Move forward. John, I love you, brother. I do, man. John's been one of those people in my life, touched my life, man. Good brother. Sent me some things shared his life with me. Some things he didn't have to share, very personal. Sent me some private messages. Did I read them? Hell yeah, I read them. Did they make a difference to me? Hell yeah. I'll take John's words with me the rest of my life. And the different personal things he shared with me that I'm not going to share on this public platform. Because the brother, I feel John's soul, man. I mean, that brother's very encouraging, man. And what I'm trying to tell you, look, I know I'm a little bit loud at times. I know, like, I'm a little bit wild, like, because I like to have a little fun. But I'm being so serious when I tell you to live with urgency, responsibly, but you have to live your life. And like John said at the end, and I take that to heart. If it works out, move forward. If it doesn't, you move forward. And that's from the bottom of my soul. And I mean, you know what I mean? And so, John, great comment. I'm a traveling van. What are your long-term goals? Great question, traveling van. Thank you, brother. My long-term goals, it's one is already, starting to be completed. Florida resident, that's step one. That's where I'm kind of working on right now as I'm down here. As far as transferring things. And second is a remote job, so that I can sustain that lifestyle, right? Because you do need income. So I can't totally count on investments yet, even though I've, stacked up some. I want to, so my long-term goals are to be a Floridian, to be in Florida, if not 100% a year, 90% a year, and live off my investments eventually. I would love to do that, and continue to grow on YouTube, because this has been a blessing to me. I'm not monetized. I haven't been monetized. I was monetized briefly, and then they demonetized me. And so for me, I go live every night and make videos. Even if they never monetize my channel, I'm still doing this. Why? Because I enjoy this. I mean, this is part of my dream. I mean, I like sharing my gift in a way that works for me. Like, I didn't want to have my own church and my own things like that, because I don't want all that extra responsibility. I like virtual relationships. This plays perfectly to my strength. So I would like to do what I'm doing now, be a Floridian, continue to make YouTube channels where I feel like I can express myself and I can also make a difference, live off my investments, and then be a blessing to others. I mean, obviously, certain after those goals, I mean, I would love to see my mom come down here, maybe get a spot for her. But again, I can't plan my thing around her because she has her own reasons for being up there. But those are that's my major thing, and that's it. I mean, if it evolves, I'll certainly share with you as it evolves. But right now, that's where I'm at. And while I'm down here, I'm taking actual action. I'm not just, bathing in the ocean. Like, I've taken legitimate, steps into that phase. And so I'll see what happens. Thank you, Traveling Van. Appreciate you. D'Angelo. Yes, just move forward to make, Yes, just move forward to what makes you happy. Even if everything isn't perfect, life is too short. D'Angelo, I appreciate that. Thank you. out of Illinois. Keep saving money. I am, and that's wisdom. It will give you more options. Out of Illinois, great comment. And that's why I do preach responsibility. I mean, again, have I failed with money? Yes. So I don't want to share anything that makes you hurt, because I understand, like, when you failed with money and someone says save money, and it hurts because you feel like you messed up. I've messed up. It's all right. What I tell you is, that's also part of the beginning of my journey that happened a decade ago. And I've been working for 20 straight years, and, you have to try to get out of debt. And maybe hopefully some, like, even, some gets forgiven, but you have to try to get out of debt, live below your means, because the more you save and the more you have financial freedom, you have more options. I mean, like right now, I mean, I really just, I love the people I work with, and I love my company. So I want it to work out, and I'm giving it that shot. But certainly I've positioned my life now that if God forbid, I can do other things. You understand what I'm saying? So I have financial freedom. I have flexibility. I have talent, so, that part of your process has to be living below your means, so you have the financial freedom to make different choices. Because I've been there when I've been in debt. I've had debt collectors call my house. I've all that. So what I'm trying to tell you is when that's over your head, your options are limited. Now, the good news is it's more limited in your mind, because monsters live in your head, not in your bed. And so sometimes, even when you're in debt, you can do more than you could think, as far, because at the end of the day, look, I mean, how many successful, that's what I also learned in life as I go, how many successful people just file bankruptcy and let, people just say, what, fuck, Now, look, you'd have more problems in life, and that's not the answer. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I mean, even the president, how many times he filed bankruptcy? So this is part of life. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you is, live below your means. The more financial freedom you have, the more options. And even if you're really in a bind, don't just stick your head in the sand. Like I paid off debts too. I mean, do what you need to do, but you have to position yourself definitely going forward that you don't commit more financially than you need to. And you don't acquire more than you need to, because that's going to restrict you, both in the way you move and your mind. It does affect your mind, and it lessens your quality of life. Because I think about that even like when I'm out and about. Part of why I enjoy my days so much now is I don't have a lot of bills. That's part of a mental blessing. So I won't lie to you there. So good point. I'm a traveling van. Hey, Antonio, you're in Tampa too? Josh, word. That sounds like an excellent plan, and I wish you the best. Josh, man, you've been a positive brother. I appreciate you, Josh, and I'm looking forward to hearing, Josh getting ready to take a family trip down to Florida next week or the week after. So, Josh, man, I appreciate, man. It's been great connecting with you, brother. D'Angelo. Yeah, I'm in Tampa. Been here for 11 years. Have you been here that long? Have you been there that long? I'm on the East Coast. And I'm ready to move. D'Angelo, what do you... you may not know 100%, but I'm curious for you to define it and speak it into the universe and out loud. D'Angelo, right now, do you have any direction or any vision on where you'd like to move? I'm very interested in what she has to say. I'm a traveling van. Me too. 1989. I stumbled on the Atlantic City video. Oh, I remember that video. I did that over the summer. I stumbled on your Atlantic City video of Broken Dreams on YouTube by doing research on AC, considering buying a condo there. I have been downsizing and practicing minimalism lifestyle. Well, I believe minimalism is mental freedom. I totally agree with that. Now, what do I think about Atlantic City? Now, when I made the video, it was a little bit of it was a fair tone, but it was a little bit slanted negative. Why? Because there's destitution there. There's the land of broken dreams. There's a high level of poverty in that city. If anyone's ever lived in Atlantic City or spent time there, outside of the casino, the town, the city, there's a lot of poverty. There's a lot of crime. There's a lot of drugs. But it has, over the years, started to rebuild and heal a little bit. But even when it was at its heyday, there was always a lot of crime. There was always a lot of drugs. There was always a lot of poverty outside of the casinos. So it's like any big city, though. I mean, would I recommend moving it there? If that's your dream, I'm not against it. It's not a bad city. It's not. I visit there during the summer, and I walk the entire boardwalk. Is beautiful. In the summer, it's a beautiful place. On the boardwalk and in the casinos. Now, I walk in the streets. I mean, I walk in the bad parts too, because that's just how I was kind of brought up. But I mean, I'm mindful of where I walk. But I walk all over. But what I'm trying to tell you is, you have to be conscious of where you're going to buy in that city. You have to be conscious of, in the winter, it gets brutal. You're right on the Atlantic Ocean. In the middle of the winter, it gets brutal. I've been there in the middle of the winter. So I'm not against anyone moving there though, because one person commented on that video. Someone else said that, look, they moved to Atlantic City because it was a cheaper cost of living, and it's been a blessing to them, and they enjoy living there. For some people, it's a great town, a great city. Now it's about 45 minutes away from Philly. You get out of Atlantic City, you take the Atlantic City Expressway to Philly. There's plenty of jobs in Philly. I mean, there's jobs in Atlantic City. I mean, it's a go. But what I'm trying to tell you is you have to know yourself. I mean, it's all a matter of personal preference. And they have started to rebuild some things. I mean, now the economy's booming, so a lot of the casinos that were abandoned and left for dead, they have been rebought out, and they're getting ready to, like the Revel, that's getting ready to reopen this summer under a new name. It's going to call Ocean Casino Resort, and a lot of the Trump things are getting knocked, like the old Taj Mahal, that's getting knocked down, and they're going to put the Hard Rock Cafe there. It's going to rebuild into that. And they're also building on the other end, the southern side. They're building like a college research center or something. So they're investing in the city. I mean, the economy is good, so things are coming back a little bit. But it's always going to be a seasonal town. You have to accept that. In the winter, it's barren. You always got to have some people for gambling. There's always going to be some people. But outside of the casinos, there's a lot of things you have to worry about as far as living safely. Now, look, I mean, I've seen different parts, so I mean, you can, if you move responsibly, you'll be all right, but you just have to be mindful of those things. That's based on my experience and my opinion. D'Angelo, downsize, save money. What time is it? I'm sorry. Downsize, save money, and practice minimalism. That's a great structure, so I'm listening to you. To me, I'm sorry, I'm going to reread that because my feed broke up. D'Angelo says, downsize, save money, and practice minimalism. To me, these have been the key to make the major changes in my life. Yes, I believe that's the cornerstone of positioning your life right. But don't forget to include taking care of your health, physical and mental. That means cutting out unhealthy relationships and cutting out unhealthy food. So just remember to put that in the mix, because your health is your number one priority, physically and mentally. Gotta take care of yourself. Because like I say, you guys are catching me in phase 3. I just started this channel in July. If you would have caught me 10, 12 years ago, my first, step in my really rebirth of my life was getting my health in order. Without your health, I wouldn't be 350 pounds living in a Jeep Renegade. No way. So just be mindful of that. But that's a great cornerstone that you have, D'Angelo. And I would say my faith, but you understand what I'm saying. Cats person. Hey, Cats, what's up to you? Love and respect. D'Angelo, I see that your subscriber count is going up. That's awesome. Yes, I very much appreciate that. But like I've said, when I made a milestone video when I had 100 subscribers, when I had 1,000 subscribers. If this channel goes down to 0 subscribers, I go forward. If it goes up to 1 million, I go forward. But I want to be clear that I am thankful for each subscriber. I'm thankful for each thumbs up. I'm thankful for each comment on my video. I'm thankful for each view. It does matter. I am human. I appreciate the encouragement, and this fulfills a need in my life. Monetized or not monetized, I still go forward. I mean, like I said, I haven't been monetized. That's not my concern. I don't do Patreon. I go forward. And so, and I'm now, you guys' words are reflecting that too. I mean, we're on a similar mindset of, we go forward with or without it. So, amen. But I appreciate the subscribe to D'Angelo. I'm a traveling van. I will check out your channel on YouTube. Traveling vans feeding squirrels out there. Josh, Angelo, yes. And he deserves it. Thank you. This is an interesting, good, genuine dude. Well, I appreciate that. I'm not perfect. Don't put me on a pedestal. I may let you down, but I thank you for the encouragement. And if anything, I pray that God can use me to spark a flame inside you and to get you to live your life. I don't want to form a cult. I don't want you guys to blindly follow me. I just want to spark the greatness that already is inside you, and then let your fire burn and let you lead your own path for your life. Because that's what I got from other people when I started researching. And you take a little bit of everybody and you put your own twist on it, and that's how you be you. Amen. Out of Illinois. Can you read stock charts? It helps. Well, I don't do that type of, that would be for a swing trader or a medium or long-term investor. I'm more into day trading, so to me it's more about time windows and fluctuations than it is charts. Now, certain people, even with day trade, they do charts. Some of that even still comes down to luck. Like I said, overall net, I still don't have enough data to say it's sustainable. It's not sustainable for me yet, and I'm not going to lie to you. So that's why I've always kept a job. I always do keep a job and that's my priority. That's my goal. That for my own personal goal. But I don't have enough data, and 90% of people who do it fail. But that doesn't necessarily stop me, because 90% of people that start on a diet don't succeed. I mean, I've lost over 200 pounds in my life, so I beat the odds with that one. So I'm mindful of that, but I'm mindful of that, and that's why I do things a certain way. But I understand your question. D'Angelo. Sam consistently uploads good content. Well, I appreciate that. Watch old videos more than once. Well, thank you. Some of my old ones, I said, I'm genuine to the place I'm in at that moment. Like sometimes, like I catch one of my old videos or somebody comments on it, and I look at it, damn, I remember when I was like in that place mentally. And like now I'm in a different place, like, than I was even 6 months ago. But it's amazing, like how the mind, like I was in a different place. But I appreciate that very much. Thank you, D'Angelo. I'm a traveling van. Laugh out loud. I apologize, D'Angelo, in advance. D'Angelo, don't you say I'm my traveling van. Don't you say your travel sucks. You got the squirrel on there. You got your van. Your van's very neat. Traveling van. Don't you talk bad about yourself. Sal and John. It is awesome to live free. It is a blessing. Excuse me. It is a blessing. Both paid for it. That's a blessing. Pack up. Duffel bag. Less is more. Totally agree with that. You don't need as much as you think you need. And there is always a Walmart. I traveled up and down the entire East Coast of the United States of America. And what I can tell you is I never had a want. I got one duffel bag, no refrigerator, no bathroom, no shower. I've never had a want. The only time I've had a little bit of an issue was when I was in Vermont and I had no Wi-Fi because I couldn't get a navigation system out of there. Thank God my Jeep Renegade has a compass built in the dash. And I ended up all the way in Massachusetts. But as far as that, there's always a Walmart, there's always a grocery store, and that's my experience. Wandering Soul, AC is very unsafe. Depending on what part it can be, there's some alright parts. D'Angelo, St. Augustine is so beautiful. It is. I love that. I love St. Augustine. I even love all the way down to Palm Coast. I like Flagler Beach, beautiful. St. Augustine, all the way down to Daytona Beach. I love that whole strip too. In the summertime, I would probably migrate up there and spend a lot of time there. I like that whole area. I'm sensitive to my surroundings. I think I have an urge to be inspired with beauty and architecture. So you thinking about St. Augustine? Is that your kind of? And then Traveling Van says, I love St. Augustine. Great city. Oldest city in the United States of America. Wandering Soul says, Savannah, Georgia is a beautiful city with a lot of history too. I've never been to Savannah. I've passed through Savannah, but I haven't been enough there to comment on it. But it doesn't have the palm trees. I need tropical, but I'm not mad if anybody else wants Savannah, Georgia. Sal and John. I can see AC in the distance. I'm gone. Change your mindset first. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm a traveling van. Traveling van also loves Savannah. D'Angelo. I'm drawn to old cities. Would love to live in Seville, Spain. Oh, really? We got a guy in here, Academia. He's from Spain. But that is a bit out of reach right now. Laugh out loud. Well, I hear that. But it's good that you have a thought, a dream, a vision on it. And if you live a minimalistic life, I mean, that's definitely possible. Yes, and then she says, yes, Savannah is beautiful too. Wandering Soul. Charleston, South Carolina. There's lots of ups and downs, the East Coast. I don't know where I'm going to land. After I sell my house, so I get what you're saying, and I love cities with history. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that either, Wandering Soul. That's actually a great point. After I got my house sold, that was the first step. I had to put all my energy into that. What I did for basically the first 8 months, even though I kind of knew I wanted to be in Florida, I needed to explore. So I knew at this time I wasn't going to go to West Coast, but I went down the entire East Coast of America. And what I can tell you is, after you liquidate and after you downsize, if you don't know the exact location you want, your first step is to explore. And in layers. You may have to visit places a couple times. Process of elimination. How do you answer a question on a test if you're not sure of the answer? Process of elimination. Well, which one doesn't make any sense, right? How did the chicken cross the street? And then you got A, B, C, D. The chicken looked both ways before crossing. That's A. The chicken, took a rocket ship to the other side. That's B. The chicken, rode a turtle on his back. the chicken, evaporated and then reappeared. You know what I'm saying? You eliminate the ones that make no sense. And that analogy may not made a lot of sense, but you know what I'm saying. So eliminate what doesn't inspire you at all. Keep on a short list the places that you kind of like, then narrow it down. And then even when I finally figured out, you know what, well, Florida is definitely where I want to be. What I did next is I visited the entire state. I even kind of knew I didn't want to be on the west coast of Florida, and it's no disrespect. It's just how I personally like, and it's because I went there when I was younger. So I said, well, let me still travel there. I've never been to Naples. I went down to Naples. I went all the way up to. I said, it's just not for me. I said, I want to be on the East Coast. So then I traveled the entire East Coast of Florida, and I said, all right, now I kind of know the spots I like best. So you see that, like, I went entire East Coast of America, then I narrowed it down to Florida, and then I checked within Florida where I want to be. And now this is the final phase. Now it's all finalization. So that's all part of the journey for you. Everyone's different, you know what I mean? But that's the overall structure. Nomadic Nash. What's going on, brother? What do you think about Hollywood, Florida? Well, I went there in October. I did a video on that when I traveled the entire East Coast of Florida. I think it's nice, but too crowded. I think as soon as you get to Palm Beach down to Miami, it's too crowded. There's job opportunities. They're beautiful areas. I love Boca Raton. I love different areas. But beautiful area, but it's too crowded for me, for my personal taste. I like to be a little bit away from the crowds, but close enough that I can go into a city, within 20 minutes. So, nice beaches, too crowded for my personal taste. But beautiful, gorgeous. I did a video on it. You can check it out on my playlist. Traveling spots. I like it as far as like the beauty of it. Is it crazy busy there? I think I kind of just answered that one. Sorry, I didn't read that first. Or is it balance of good energy and calmness compared to Miami? There's a little bit of balance, but not enough to keep it balanced. It's still the crowdedness outweighs the calmness, so it's not even. Miami, obviously, you're all the way out of balance because Miami is a huge metropolitan city. And then you have Miami, the city, and then you have Miami Beach. Now, what I will say, coming from my perspective, spending time in New York City, nothing is crowded compared to New York City. And everything's a little bit slower. Like, even when I go down to Miami and it's crowded, like, it doesn't compare to New York. And it's not as far as, like, one's better than the other. It's just as far as the speed in New York City and the crowd, totally, if you can handle that speed, everything else is slower. So you have to take where I'm coming from in perspective, right? So Miami's crowded. I could still handle it, but it's crowded. Hollywood, Florida is probably only like 20 minutes north of Miami. It's a little bit calm in certain parts, but it's still tilted on the crowd. If you want to get away from the crowds, you have to go you have to be basically a Jupiter Beach up. You understand what I'm saying? So Jupiter, Florida and up will give you a little bit more calmness. But the thing is, if you don't have self-sufficient money, you kind of want to be within 45 minutes of Miami, 45 minutes in Orlando, 45 minutes in Jacksonville, or 45 minutes in Tampa. Because that's where most of the jobs are concentrated. So you understand what I'm saying? You got to balance all those factors out for you. Wandering Soul. Hollywood is very liberal area. Very supportive of LGBTQ community. Great energy. I would research for safety. Maybe someone else knows about that. Hollywood, Florida. I've seen, look, at this generation, I've seen diversity pretty much everywhere as long as you're not like in a rural area, only because, but like Philly, I remember when I was in Philly, I spent a lot of time in Philly, they had huge gay and lesbian community, huge marches and stuff. I mean, there's pockets of that everywhere, but now I see that everywhere. No, not everywhere, but I see it in a lot of places now. I mean, as each generation, takes over the old generation, that's evolved. Remember it was a shock to see like an interracial couple? Remember in the 90s when they had the movie Jungle Fever? Now people think nothing of it. I mean, for the most part. So everything evolves, but I didn't see, overall Florida would still be, even though there's a lot of people that migrate from the north here, I would say overall Florida has still kind of a shade of Republican conservative type values, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't say that in a negative tone. I'm not against Republicans or conservatives, and I'm not. I'm me. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you is it's a southern state, but it's really southern northern state because most people here were not born here. I mean, many people that come here are from all over the country, all over the world, and so you don't have people that. There's some people that were born, raised here, but there's more people that were from different areas. So. Because it's a transient state. You understand what I'm saying? So, there's almost a melting pot. So, in front of New York area, that's why, there's not that many issues with people being narrow-minded to a certain extent. Because, it's a melting pot. Same thing with here. I mean, unless you're in a country part where it's rural, it's a melting pot. There's people from all over, and it's amazing. And that's, I'm getting off track. Gerald, good morning. Hi, Nomad. Bless you, brother. Thank you. Bless you also. Hope you're well. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Love and respect to you also. Thank you. Nomadic Nash. Considering Clearwater, St. Petersburg area as well. Looks beautiful, but seems to have a lot to do there also. Well, I would defer to D'Angelo on that. I mean, I've visited the West Coast, but I'm not I don't have enough experience on the West Coast with Clearwater and all that to give you a fair analysis. There's a different energy on the West Coast of Florida versus the East. The Atlantic Ocean has a certain energy, especially Southeast. But, so I don't want to comment on that because I haven't spent enough time there. It's not my personal preference. So I don't want to give you inaccurate information. You have to know yourself. Everyone has a little bit different way of living. Oscar, what's going on, brother? Begging to see God, the Father God, the Son, the Holy Ghost, in Jesus' name. Oscar, hope you had a good day, brother. Gerald, yay, Jesus. Oscar, begging God to take me alive to heaven. Eunuch and Elijah. Oscar, hope you had a good night, brother. Gerald, don't want to go. We need you here to help people. I'm a traveling van. Hey, Oscar. Jamelia, grace and peace to you, Sam. Thank you. Grace to you also, and peace to you also. You're in my prayers. Thank you. I appreciate everyone's prayers. Do I receive prayers? Yeah, I believe in prayers. I do. You guys know I'm not over religious, but you guys also know faith plays a huge part in my life. And that's one of my cornerstones. In addition to downsizing, before that, it's faith. The very first step in my life to getting in a better place is my faith. I acknowledge God. I acknowledge Jesus Christ. I don't force on anyone. I have people all different religions I love. But for me, I testify to that. And that's it. I don't get over religious. I'm a traveling man. Yes, there is a lot to do in the Tampa Bay area. I'm not mad at that. On that note, I shall proceed to my evening and to get a restful night's sleep. My prayer and my love is with you. I thank you, each one of you, for your kind, encouraging words. I mean, I got a lot of encouragement out tonight. I really thank you guys. I hope you guys got some too. And I want to say, go in peace. Don't wait for anyone. And I don't say that hurtfully to leave people behind. But I say it in a way where just live your life and go forward. And I love some of the comments that I heard that if it happens, move forward. If it doesn't, move forward. And that was special to me. So good night to you, traveling van. Good night to everyone. Love, peace, and grace be with you.